Hello everybody, today is May 8th, 2022, and this is your Zone 3B garden update. Not a whole lot going on, but I wanted to send out this video and just kind of show that the snow is melted. Things are looking pretty good. My tulips are starting to come out and they're making flowers, which is nice. My timeline generally for my tulips, I use them as a marker for, when they start appearing and what I need to be doing. And basically once these die, and there's one showing some color already. Once these die, I'm going to plant pretty much everything. So once the petals start falling off and whatever, it's time to plant tomatoes. I had a couple beds here that I actually removed, which is a first for me. I've never removed garden beds, but I was planning on using this spot for my kids for maybe like a trampoline. But right in here, I think I'm going to build like a really long, narrow bed for trellising. And all the soil from these two garden beds I hauled over here and added it to this. So this is just a massive garden bed here, I guess. I haven't had too much luck with it, but this will be my third year using it since I cleared and made it. All my garlic is coming up really nice. This hyacinths and crocus are coming up. Kind of intermix some garlic in here, but those hyacinths and crocus only last like 3 days once they bloom, and then they're toast. I dumped a bunch of compost here too in this spot. And my daffodils are coming up. Another apple tree that's looking good. My raspberries I planted last year, it was, one plant, and here it produced 7 canes here, which is fantastic. And then this is my other new spot. I removed some little trees and stuff that were in here over the past couple of years, and noticed this spot gets a lot of sun, and I had made this one, filled it in with all kinds of stuff. Believe it or not, that was a big ditch down there, and I even put like branches, and it's not quite hugelkultur, but underneath, ash from the fire and everything in there. So, and this was 2 pretty decent sized compost piles I had that then I just spread out and just bulked up this corner. It gets quite a bit of sun. I'm planning on putting a bunch of vining plants, squash and stuff in there, and I already have blueberries. I've got 4 more blueberry plants on order that I'll pack in there, so it'll be like my little blueberry patch on this side, raspberries there, and then actually I'll show you this. Here I got rhubarb coming up, which is awesome. I had bought 2 rhubarb, and then I got 2, and you can tell like this one is so green and this one here is kind of purple. Well, these purple colored ones I got from a local gal who had a huge patch, and these other 2 I ordered online. So looks like I finally have rhubarb. I mean, I've been planting rhubarb I think every year for one way or another, and I'm so glad that I finally have some. I have this little high tunnel that I made here too. Right now nothing's in it, but I mean, we're still getting in the low 30s at night. So yeah, it's really not even, I mean, I'm thinking about planting onions, and right over here on this corner I did plant some lettuce and some spinach already with my kids. So, but I have some onion sets that I think I might throw in this high tunnel here. In this strawberry patch, it's starting to get some new green shoots. I was thinking about just dumping a ton of wood chips on here, because even though I pulled all the rocks out and like got the weed whip and trimmed up, it looks like there's so much grass penetrating the edges here that I gotta figure out how to do that, and that might mean ripping out the strawberries that are there, but we'll see how it goes. And the last thing I wanted to show is my little greenhouse. Got a space heater in here rocking. There's no sun out today. I've been growing lettuce for quite some time. Same with these onions. That grew all these from seed, and so these starts are looking pretty good. I think I started these in November, so they've been going for quite a while. And I don't know what's going on here, but if you look at these tomatoes here, they're just laying down, and that's not a good sign. I think it's getting too cold in here at night for them, or just because it gets so hot and then it gets cold. I mean, these are still pretty young. Maybe I pulled them out too soon, but I didn't want to be burning all the energy constantly down in my basement. Yeah, so I don't know. I think there's some temperature damage to some of these, but I'm really concerned, like the pumpkins and the squash and the cucumbers, they're so sensitive to cold. We'll see what happens, but I've got a bunch of lettuce growing. Was planning on raising and selling lettuce to my work, so yeah, so that's pretty much it. Not a lot going on yet. Over the next month, though, things are really going to start ramping up. I might have to do a bunch of seedlings this year instead of growing stuff from seed, just because of the way things worked out. But, you know, that's just how it goes. I don't want to spend a bunch of money, but we'll just see how it goes. Anyway, y'all take care. Bye.